Okay, so another project for today. We've had lots of leak problems since we got Edna, and a lot of the interior walls had water damage, and so this has obviously been an ongoing thing. We have basically caulked around the windows. We've redone some of the roof vents. We pulled off both of the rails along the top of the roof and resealed those. We resealed pretty much all of the clearance lights on top. And so we've just been working our way through basically everything, and it has gotten better as we've gone, but we still have a couple places where we need to put out some bowls when it rains, and it's up here in the front cap area. And I've resealed the clearance lights up there. I've sealed around the windows. It's kind of hard to figure out where it's coming from. And so we have an idea that we think might help us find this. And we've got a spray bottle, and we put a little bit of like bubble blowing solution in here. So a bunch of some like magic bubble stuff basically. And we'll spray this on the outside, and we will use our leaf blower to blow around the corners of the window and around the front cap and see if we can see bubbles showing up on the outside anywhere and identify where the leaks are. All right, so we found the leaks, and we had used some, not a silicone, but another type of sealer on some of the windows, and I had put a little bit on top of this window where it's leaking, and just didn't really fill it in very well, and it obviously wasn't sealing. I'd also tried a little bit of butyl tape in there, and that also didn't really fix it, and so I'm going to try some ultra black RTV silicone. This is what Jim Bounds has recommended around some of the other window sealing. And so we're going to try this around this window and see how it works. So I've done a little bit of taping, and now I'm going to kind of squirt it in and make sure that I get a good seal. It takes 24 hours for this to cure, and so I want to do this while it's not raining, and then after it's fully cured, I'll test it. All right, so I filled this in. I'm going to smooth it out a bit. I've got some gloves. I'll smooth it out a bit with my finger, and then I'll let it cure a little bit before I peel off the tape. All right, so I put in the black, well, ultra black RTV, and it spread in really nice. Smoothed it out with my finger. I pulled off the tape after letting it cure just for a little bit, and then it was fully cured within 24 hours. But it was rain safe and pretty solid after like 4 hours. And now we've had lots of rain lately, and it really has pretty much stopped the leak. We got a couple of drips, but those may be coming from clearance lights or other things. No comparison to what we had before with just drip, drip, drip of water coming in from this corner up here. And it was obvious that when we did the bubble solution and the leaf blower, that there was lots of water coming out up here, or lots of air and bubbles coming out here. So by putting in that RTV, I think we sealed it up really well. I'm going to continue to monitor because there's this constant fight to make sure that we keep the inside dry. But I feel pretty good about this fix. Noticed a big improvement in some of the recent rainstorms we've had.